Donald Trump's rallies have become notorious for their chaotic energy, unapologetic bombast, and often shocking guest appearances. Over time, these events have developed a unique formula, one that perfectly encapsulates the broader MAGA ecosystem. From featuring disgraced former celebrities to shameless grifts, these rallies seem to blur the lines between politics and spectacle. Trump's Pennsylvania rally was no exception, with the most notable figure being Antonio Brown, the former NFL star who fits squarely into the profile of controversial individuals frequently promoted by Trump's camp. Brown's appearance and participation at the rally, where he tried to sell MAGA coins and delivered a bizarre speech, highlighted a disturbing trend within Trump's orbit: the exaltation of figures plagued by scandal, sexual misconduct, and financial ruin. In this video, we will take a deeper look into what transpired at the Pennsylvania rally, the peculiar figures that MAGA elevates, and what all of this means for the future of the Republican Party. The rally was more than just another Trump speech. It was a window into how Trumpism has reshaped American politics, creating a haven for individuals often marginalized due to their transgressions. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to reaching 5,000 subscribers, but we can't do it without you. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe right now. And if you're already subscribed, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment to let me know your thoughts. All right, let's dive right into it. At the heart of every Trump rally is a peculiar mixture of grievance politics, conspiracy theories, and self-aggrandizement. These events often feature speakers who have lost their careers, faced criminal charges, or been disgraced in some way. Figures like Antonio Brown, whose fall from grace has been widely publicized. Once a star NFL player, Brown has been mired in controversy after controversy, including sexual assault allegations, legal battles, and bizarre public outbursts. Most recently, he settled a sexual assault lawsuit and was arrested for failing to pay child support. Brown's behavior has become increasingly erratic, making him an unlikely but somehow fitting figure in Trump's MAGA movement. At the Pennsylvania rally, Brown's role was to act as a symbolic figure, someone Trump could point to and say, "Look, I have black men supporting me." Brown, needing the exposure and perhaps the money, willingly played along, trying to sell a MAGA coin to the crowd. His pitch for the coin was not unlike the many grifts that have become synonymous with Trump's movement, where products are often hawked to an audience that has been conditioned to buy into whatever Trump and his allies are selling. In his speech, Brown took the stage to say, "Shout out to MAGA, the MAGA coin, and the greatest president coin." This absurdity was not lost on the crowd, but it was reflective of a broader trend within the MAGA world, where even the most disgraced figures can find redemption if they declare allegiance to Trump. The entire event had the air of a circus, with Brown delivering incoherent remarks about various politicians, including Governor Tim Walz, whom he referred to as Tampon Tim. Brown's vulgarity and erratic behavior were hardly new, but the fact that Trump's camp would put him on stage spoke volumes about the type of figures MAGA rallies now glorify. It's not just Brown, though. Over the years, Trump has repeatedly paraded disgraced or controversial figures at his rallies, each one serving a specific purpose. These figures range from former athletes, like Brown, to rappers and criminals who have been accused of serious crimes. For example, Lawrence Taylor, a registered sex offender and former football star, was brought on stage at a Trump rally in New Jersey. Despite his criminal record and public disgrace, Taylor was welcomed by the MAGA crowd with open arms. Similarly, at a rally in the Bronx, Trump shared the stage with two rappers, Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, who were indicted for leading a gang involved in a string of shootings and a murder. These choices are not random. Trump and his campaign seem to revel in bringing forth individuals who have been cast aside by mainstream society, turning them into symbols of MAGA's anti-establishment ethos. By aligning with these figures, Trump sends a message that no matter how far you've fallen, there is always redemption in MAGA, provided you are willing to pledge allegiance to him. While Trump parades these individuals on stage, the underlying message of his rallies remains the same. Everyone is against him, and only his followers truly understand the existential battle they are in. This theme has been ever present since the 2020 election, when Trump's refusal to accept the results culminated in the January 6th insurrection. Trump's rhetoric continues to push dangerous conspiracy theories about the election, often claiming, as he did before the Pennsylvania rally, that January 6th was a staged riot by the government to cover up election fraud. These claims, though repeatedly debunked, are embraced by a loyal segment of his base, who viewed Trump as a martyr figure. Trump's social media activity also serves as a barometer for his mental state, often filled with unhinged rants and reposts of conspiracy theories. On the day of the Pennsylvania rally, Trump posted a message claiming January 6th will go down in history as the day the government staged a riot to cover up the fact that they certified a fraudulent election. This baseless accusation should be disqualifying in any normal political landscape, but in the MAGA world, it only serves to reinforce Trump's cult-like status. The Antonio Brown spectacle, a microcosm of Trump's influence. Antonio Brown's presence at the rally and his attempts to sell MAGA coins were emblematic of a larger phenomenon within Trump's movement, the commercialization of grievance. From MAGA hats to coins and even NFTs, Trump and his allies have created an entire ecosystem of merchandise and memorabilia that preys on the loyalty of his followers. These items are sold as symbols of defiance against the establishment, but in reality, they are just another way for Trump and his associates to enrich themselves at the expense of their supporters. Brown's hawking of the MAGA coin was reminiscent of Trump's own business practices, which have always been rooted in grift. Trump University, Trump Steaks, Trump Vodka, each one a failed venture that was designed to make a quick buck off of unsuspecting consumers. Now, Trump has translated that same business model into his political movement, where even disgraced celebrities like Brown can cash in if they are willing to embrace the MAGA brand. But the true danger of these rallies is not the grift. It's the normalization of criminality and scandal. By elevating figures like Brown, Trump is sending a message to his supporters that the rule of law doesn't matter. In the MAGA world, loyalty to Trump is the only thing that matters, and any past sins can be forgiven if you are willing to pledge allegiance to him. This is why figures like Brown, Taylor, Chef G, and Sleepy Hollow are embraced by Trump's movement. They are walking symbols of Trumpism's rejection of accountability. It doesn't matter how many women you've assaulted, how much money you've lost, or how many lives you've destroyed. If you support Trump, all is forgiven. And in return, Trump offers them the one thing they need most: a platform to stay relevant. The Pennsylvania rally, like so many other Trump events, was a spectacle of scandal, grift, and conspiracy theories. Antonio Brown's appearance and participation were just another chapter in Trump's long history of surrounding himself with disgraced figures, using them as props to bolster his narrative of persecution and defiance. But what does this say about the state of the Republican Party? The elevation of individuals like Brown and Taylor signals a troubling shift within the GOP, where traditional values of integrity and accountability have been replaced with a celebration of lawlessness and moral decay. The party that once prided itself on personal responsibility and family values is now a haven for criminals, grifters, and conspiracy theorists. As Trump continues to dominate the party, the MAGA movement's influence will only grow, bringing with it more Antonio Browns and Lawrence Taylors, figures who, in any other era, would have been shunned from the political arena. But in the world of Trump, they are celebrated, their sins forgiven as long as they are willing to bend the knee. The future of the Republican Party is uncertain, but one thing is clear. As long as Trump remains its leader, the party will continue to devolve into a spectacle of scandal, grift, and conspiracy, where loyalty to Trump is the only qualification that matters.